Alright, welcome. We are going to this evening do some Dungeon of the Mad Mage action. We are we have a smaller a crew of shield bearers as we descend into as we are on the third level. What to do the Mad Mage? I'm sure we're trying to do this for like kind of a specific reason, but but before we go into details, as we do our introduction, as a quick little intro, how it all starts. The Shield Bearers, you had a meeting with Volo Thump Getarm, a famous explorer and raccooneer. He offered to buy you all a round of drinks to celebrate your upcoming expedition into this dungeon of the Mad Mage. But he told you all the following tale. It dates back to the fall of Ilifarn, an elven kingdom of the north. An alabaster throne belonging to Slageth Audark, the last Cornall of the Ilfarn, disappeared from the capital city of Aelinthadar, where the Mad Mage built his tower and today stands water deep. It's said that a group of dwarves feared the destruction of such a miraculous work of stonecraft and stole the throne right out from under the elves' slender noses. Where the dwarves hid it for so long, who knows? But should you find it in Undermountain, it would please the elves of the north to know that it survives. In truth, is what he's heard is that the Alabaster Throne was spared from the destruction of Elendar, by Coronal Audark himself and ordered it placed in an underground vault. Despite the precaution, the throne was damaged in a calamity that befell this ancient elven kingdom. And after the fall of Ilsarn, Malakiran, dwarves found the throne and bore to their halls the intention of repairing it, returning it to the elves, which has yet to happen. But we'd like y'all to know that if you are able to find this throne, and as long as you can inform Volo of its specific location, he will share it with his friends, which they should, in turn reward you handsomely for for doing such a great deed for these elves of the north. Now, as we do our little shorter introduction, why don't you, when you introduce yourself really quick, just tell us just a little, or in the audience, just a little bit what you remember about this interaction with Volo. As he tells you. Let's start with Beth of the Bray.
Y'all, I have to go first.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, Beth Bray is from the borderlands of the ethereal plane, where she was cleric, and she used to run a little church there in a small town in the mist. And her ex-girlfriend decided she wanted to become a vampire and be in league with all sorts of undead baddies. And so she burnt down the church and fled. And in the name of the Raven Queen, I've been trying to hunt down any undead ever since. Uh, in this little chat with Volo, you know, sounds like some elves want us to go and retrieve some stuff. And I always like when people owe me favors, because eventually I'm gonna call in those debts. I'm gonna use them to find that vampiric horrible ex of mine and hunt her down.
Okay. As favors and debt, we go to Shankz and Skidmarkz.
Shankz and Skidmarkz. Shankz is a Goblin Drakewarden Ranger, level 10, and yep, that's Skidmarkz. He's my Drake companion. He's was supposed to be a green dragon, but something happened during like him hatching, and he's turned out red, and he's got like an addiction to alcohol. In fact, that's the only reason I'm here. Volo promised Skidmarkz a line of opening up a tab over with Durnan over at the at the tavern and everything, and Skidmarkz said yes before I could say no. So now I'm stuck here. But good thing is, it helps pay the bills.
Yes, I believe the tavern, the Yawning Portal. I think, yeah.
Yep, Durnan's Johnny Portal. Sorry, I
Yeah.
blanked on the name.
So did I. I would just like all right, very nice. Of course, Skidmark's getting the bounty of this. And as we go from there, we go to Nimbus.
Ahaha! It is I, Mr. Nimbus. Yes, I have returned. As just last week we were in White Plume Mountain. However, I returned to White Plume Mountain, where I dealt with a strange individual that was doing a ritual or some kind. But yes, it is I, everyone's favorite sea elf, Mr. Nimbus. We'll be delving into Undermountain, the most deadliest dungeon, as we've so heard from Volo. But I don't believe half of what he says, and I believe even less. But yes, it was a very interesting conversation, as we discussed a little bit. But with Volo trying to keep this one-upmanship, as whenever he tells a story, Mr. Nimbus will tell a more outlandish story.
Ah, very nice. And last but never ever least, Priscilla.
Priscilla is a custom lineage sort of hybrid Genasi. And she is a Warlock sorcerer. And the things that she remembers about Volo would be that he was a very strange fellow. He liked to ramble a lot.
All right. And as a group, like through some some wheeling, some dealing, some maybe some hijinks, maybe some light theft or major theft. You find yourselves on a boat. As I will drag everybody, you are going down this boat, and
There we are.
and it's like you're at the far northeast. It's kind of where you all are currently right now. And from there, you are, traveling southward. A little trinket you found from at your interaction with Volo is a golden fork. Of course, the fork, although not really gold. Of course, it looks nice, but in reality, it's fake gold. But it's been it's kind of like that warmer cold. Like it felt like it has been able to guide you to this level where it feels like it's like constant warm, and you guys get the feeling with the Arcana that it's some kind of like special like location. Maybe it's maybe it's got like a locate object inscribed into it. But you feel like as long as you have this thing, as long as it's getting warm, this warm, you feel like you'll maybe get closer to this throne. So, and I kind of have it as you kind of all, kind of able to kind of take like I would say like an average sized boat, kind of able to fit all of you. Although, of course, while Mr. Nimbus can easily swim, and I don't know, is Priscilla able to swim or?
Normally.
Okay. Well, you guys are able to sort of make your way, down south.
We can't like get a boat.
Oh, you got. I was saying you guys are on a boat.
Well,
I
that's
just
good.
didn't
Oh,
put. I just didn't put a boat like thing for you all to get on. So I just kind of. Well, you know, for the sake for like map stuff, we'll just kind of say as long as you guys are like easily grouped together, we'll just assume that, you know, you guys are on the boat, and you are traveling with the current, and and it is taking you south. So, and right now you notice, you know, there is no source of light, except any kind of light source you were bringing. We'll say it's, you know, kind of like the map. It's about like 20 feet, you know, kind of wide. It's a decent little lake. It's not necessarily too deep. The water though is very murky. And let's see. And as you guys travel, you know, south for a little bit, you come across your first little thing of land down.
I don't see anything.
You gotta keep moving that token.
All the way down here?
Yes. Mr. Nimbus. Yes, you got your first spot of land.
Mr. Nimbus will submerge himself and he'll pop up from the water very slowly, like the seals do.
Okay, let's okay, very nice. You know, let's do a stealth check. Just kind of see how, you know, how you come up, you know. Yes. Even better. You know, well, I could say, you know, Priscilla doing her best, trying to, you know, guys are kind of rowing or, you know, moving the boat quietly down. You know, Nimbus, you know, when you emerge, it's just like as it comes up, as it does come up with the seal, it also has, you know, there's a little more panache to it. As you all are, and Shankz, you know, um, Skidmarkz just is. As you get up, you just drink some water and then just spits it out and just kind of gets everywhere. But you know, this cave. The first thing you see is a weathered backpack attached to a looks like a someone that has met a very grisly end.
Where would this backpack be?
Oh, this is it. Further, it's like a little corner. And in there, you know, if you look around, you find a crowbar, some hemp rope, some torches, but you know they're too damp. You see a hammer, tinderbox, a skillet, half-empty water skin. Hey, 7 days worth of rations, but they're spoiled. But as you notice, as you go up, and this does narrow to like a 5 feet little cavern, I would say, uh, I'd say like 15 feet high. But a thing that goes north.
I'll start making my way through. Skidmarkz will be behind me.
Okay, very cool.
Do the walls look worked at all or no?
No, it's like a natural cavern.
We're looking for somewhere that dwarves would have been, yeah.
What you guys can do is you can give me a history check.
I will give myself the guidance to the Raven Queen on this.
Sure. Okay. Okay. I would say Shankz and Beth, yeah, and Shankz and Beth. You look around it. It doesn't. It looks more like natural than like constructed, and then was Priscilla. Kind of agree. Like if this was a dwarven maid, then if that is the case, then it is long since just kind of returned to its like natural state. So, probably have an idea. This may not lead you any closer to the throne, but hey.
Which way does the locate object tell us?
It's kind of warm all around. It hasn't changed. It's maintained a constant like a little heat. Well,
right.
yeah, like it's gotten to like warm where you guys were like higher up in the dungeon. It was colder, but as it started to warm, so it's kind of a constant warmth right now.
Well, perhaps we travel a little bit further and see what happens. Let's see if this thing remains hot or colder.
I like that idea.
Perhaps the next junction.
I'm gonna hop back in my boat.
Oh, I was talking about on the tunnel.
Oh, I thought you meant. Wait, up there?
Yeah, continue on the path, I guess.
I guess. I mean, it'll either get hotter or it'll get colder.
And so far, it's still, yeah, I would say it's still like moderate level hot. But as you're going, Shankz, go ahead and give me a perception check. Oh, and everyone else at this point, very close enough. I think it does. I think it does, but typically locate object, is like within 1,000, 1,000 feet. This is more, I consider my like plot locate object.
Gotcha.
Okay, Beth, with the almost perfect, you can hear, we're in the cave, you can hear like heavy breathing. But
I'll whisper to the party. There's something up there. Does the heavy breathing sound like it's from like a large creature?
yeah, it might be pretty. It might be large.
It sounds big, y'all.
Perhaps
I
we
guess
could have
just-
eaten the throne.
Perhaps. I mean, I guess just proceed cautiously. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I'll draw up my bow as I creep forward.
All right. And as just out of a scene of a movie, Shankz, with your perception, as you're kind of looking around, you see this looks like this hovel. There's like you see a moldy skeleton, and then it looks like there might be like it was a cask nearby, but it looks like it's been long been smashed. You do see maybe some like a chest that's open. You see like little trinkets, but also you see like I get the scent of like smell of like light sulfur, in the air, and then as you sort of look in a direction, you see at like the top of the wall, you see like shapes like moving, though you can't see it. It's like the bending of the light just. And actually, in this case, yeah, you can kind of see bending, with the dark vision. You can kind of see like a faint gray shape, like kind of a shimmer, and go into initiative as these shimmering creatures move to attack, but you're not surprised. Okay. And Beth, are you starting that way, or would you have moved in closer?
I would have moved in closer and kept up with the party.
Okay.
You don't have Mr. Nimbus here.
Okay. Okay. Say Shankz. You saw in this general direction where you see that the shimmering is moving, and you know what? You are first.
I'll sit down in the corridor towards the others. I think there might be something there. Can I? Sorry, so I see something moving. Does that mean that I could target it at disadvantage or something?
Yeah. Essentially, you're
Alright.
like just like Predator. You just start opening fire.
All right, I'm just going to get a little bit into the room so I could get a little bit, give some room over there, and then I'll take a disadvantage shot then.
Sounds good. Oh, and then you hear the arrow just hit like this kind of square, and let's see. All right. Trying to see any special resistances. Some, but all right. You hear a bellow out in pain from the first shot.
I guess I'll have to follow it up with my second shot.
You just out here shooting at random things for no reason?
Yeah, and
Something moved in
it's
there.
screaming back in pain.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah,
second shot.
it just goes wide.
All right, and Skidmarkz will just get in front of me and dodge.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and on the turn, appearing now, out of this large, demonic ape, looking just kind of as it comes down. I mean, it would have advantage on the first hit. It's going to try to smash on Skidmarkz, but that's going to be because it's dodging, so it's going to be a normal attack. So it'll be a fist. Oh, it's hidden, but I rolled a one. I rolled a natural one, so.
Cool. AC is 18 on Skidmarkz right now.
Nice. All right. There we go. All right. So, but guess what? It's got two fists and a thing. So, it's of course like any good ape, like it's gonna go all out. So this will be normal attack rolls. So it'll try to fist on Skidmarkz again. 23 to hit for 10 bludgeoning. And then it'll go in with the bite, which that's a miss.
Oof. All right, 10. Got it.
All right, Actually, I'll say it's like right there. And Beth.
I'll just kind of loud whisper from the back. Why are y'all upsetting these like invisible, creatures? I don't see any thrones down there. We should get out of here. And I'm gonna dodge.
Okay. Mr. Nimbus.
Mr. Nimbus flies forward 35 feet and will shoot a bolt of lightning at this creature.
Yeah, this ape that was trying to fist and Skidmarkz without consent. All right.
Y'all started it.
Ooh, it did dodge.
Well, he'll take 16 from that, and then he'll take 4 thunder damage.
Well, it's you would think so, but you notice that like as it hits the lightning, it doesn't spread through the skeleton like it normally should. It still takes it, just not as much.
And then what about the thunder?
Thunder. Oh, you know what? The thunder it takes all of.
All right. Well, then I guess it takes 12 points total. As Mr. Nimbus then will use what's it called? Tempestuous Magic as a bonus action to move back a little bit further.
All right, that sounds good.
And will move the rest of his movement to get away. End of turn.
All right. As Shankz is yelling back, but poor Skidmarkz just can't get a break because that shadow that has the arrow in it reveals itself, and also being such a reckless reckless creature, it will just start trying to punch its way at Skidmarkz, but dodging, so normal rolls. 2 fists, and then the bite. Oh, the bite goes through for 11 piercing on Skidmarkz. And then Priscilla.
All right. Let's see here. I am going to move into here. And I am going to... Where am I moving? All right. I am going to Rhymes Binding Ice, the 2 of them, over Skidmark's head.
Okay. No, they are large, so that works. Alright, so we'll go to the one to the north for Skidmarkz. Ooh, doesn't take as much cold, but will be stuck in place. The other one, though, not so much.
And then I'm going to move back.
Alright. Okay, so I'm going to put the little... put that little token so it's kind of speed reduces 0. This one can still move, but not take as much damage, though. Alright. Alright, cool. So top of the round, Skidmarkz. Apes going wild.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna just look around the room and see if there's anything worth actually staying in here for.
And there's some trinkets, but you're kind of feeling at this point there. They are very much probably going to keep following you, like that. they got that murderous intent in their eyes.
All right. I guess I'm gonna keep shooting then. This one up here is hurt a little bit more, I think. So I'll hit that one with a hunter's mark, and I'll hit it a couple times.
Sounds good. Oh, and then you will have advantage on this.
All right, so that's a 27 and a 29 to hit.
Alrighty.
I'll add the hunter's mark twice. Infused strike is fire, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be effective, so I'm not going to bother with it. But it will add a fear and spell, so that much more.
All right. Well, that one that you've been that's now is very, very, very hurt out of those two nice arrow hits.
All right. I'm gonna just yell back to the party. They're not gonna stop following us, so let's just deal with them. Intern.
Okay. Oh, and Skidmarkz dodging.
Yeah. I had the bonus action for the hunter's mark, so dodging.
Oh, okay, dodging. Okay, fair enough. All right, so it's still gonna be reckless, but hey, normal hits. So at Skidmarkz, fist, ooh, not good.
Ooh, that's 25. He is down to 9.
And then bite, ooh.
Oof, he's down.
And then, the one that can't move just wants to move and just kind of, victorious shout. Beth, Skidmarkz.
Can he get healed, or when is he like a familiar where when he pops out, he's out?
I'm pretty sure he just poofs because he's like one of the summons. So I'm gonna have to spend this spell slot to get him back. I started.
I was gonna come up and heal him. I will. Can I see them from here? Like past
Yeah.
NIMBUS and stuff?
Yeah.
Sorry, I heard some.
Yes, you can see him.
So, I'm gonna try Chill Touch.
Okay.
Actually, they're in range of Toll the Dead. Which one looks more hurt?
The one that's been getting arrowed.
Okay, the one that's been getting arrowed. Here's the bell ring for him. Of course, the damage. Oh, it doesn't matter.
And say, wow, that's some good. What's on damage? Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna use a healing word, but I think Skidmarkz is just out, so I think end of turn.
All right, Nimbus.
All right, Mr. Nimbus. Seeing these two creatures. He will get to there, and he will go, ah ha ha. And we'll upcast to 4th level. Spend a sorcery point and turn a Rhymes Binding Ice into a Rhymes Binding Thunder.
Okay.
And let's see. Let me just change the damage.
All right. Oh.
And you know what? I'm going to spend another sorcery point. I'm unhappy with what's it called? The 2s and the 3s.
Mm-hmm.
I will leave the 4. So that should be 7 to whatever I roll. So an extra 5. So 23 points of thunder. But then I'm also the Heart of the Storm. So that'll be an additional 4 points, whether they succeeded or failed.
All right, so 27 total.
So it's what did I say? So 25
Okay.
if they failed, plus 4 on top of that.
Well,
And
this
if they
one.
succeeded, it would be a total of 16.
Okay. How does this one get thundered?
Well, the thunder just shakes him to his core, and you see this just rattles, and he just kind of seizes up and flops over. And then using tempestuous magic, I will move back a little bit, and then continue my flying movement back.
Alrighty.
Ha ha ha! And was that the guy that's still alive succeeded?
Yes, succeeded. Yep.
All right, then he is not frozen. End of turn.
Alrighty. You know, funny enough, it's his turn. It's going to. You know, it was gonna move in and try to jump over, but there's a Shankz there, so it's going to be reckless, y'all. So it's going to actually have advantage and try to start pounding on Skidmarkz. All right, 25.
Yep.
18.
Yep.
Then the bite.
Alright, looks like 21, 29 points of damage. I have 4 temps from my tireless, so that'll take 25 then.
All right. Oh yeah, it's like I hit. Yeah, got walloped. All right, Priscilla.
All right. I am going to Eldritch Blast. I can move my token. There we go.
Ooh, okay,
That
nice.
is a crit.
It's
and
double crit.
It gets shoved back.
All right.
Plus another 10.
And
shoved back again.
kind of slams against the wall. Very hurt. Not much left.
I'm going to move forward and... Actually, I'm not going to move forward. I am going to quicken a Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. I didn't have advantage.
Well, it still takes half.
Yeah.
Takes 6.
You know, that is still enough. Yep, well, you did have a frontliner. Name was Skidmarkz.
I mean, that our centaur fighter friend and that monk.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brig, was gonna, had some work to do, but the gladiatorials and Tiger Claw,
I heard him say something about accessorial problems in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage for non-bipedal creatures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not very ADA compliant down here.
No, not at all. Which seems to be a common theme of this group is always when there's so many non-tanky characters that run around that end up having to tank.
Yeah, I'll spend. I could just spend the first level slot to resummon them. So.
All right, and it looks like you need some healing. Yeah, if you want to come over here, I'll drop a second level Cure Wounds on you.
Appreciate it.
We got all this consumables from White Plume too, I think.
Yeah, we should probably use those because who knows how long it's going to take us to go through this place.
What consumables were y'all thinking of?
There were at least a handful of potions of healing. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
I picked up 3 potions of superior healing.
We also have a couple of them necklaces, so I got some expanded healing and stuff. But I do think we should talk about what Shankz brought up. I don't think we should be running around here trying to start fights. I think we should be zeroing in on that throne and
Yeah.
staying focused.
All right.
Yeah,
if
let's
that's
avoid
the
the fight.
case- If that's the case, then that's fine. I just want to make sure we're on the same page when another fight comes up.
All right. As you all jump back on the boats,
Nimbus will Scrooge McDuck into the water.
Of course. You know, and you keep it, and you know, it is getting it's getting a little warmer the far south you're going.
The fork is?
Yes, the fork. It's like a little bit warmer.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, and you come across another tunnels. It is very windy, and there are lots of thick cobwebs in this area.
Any signs of that dwarven looking stoneworking?
Well, you know, I would say like a passive, not. You know, it's more cowards, but you know what? There's just a lot of spider webs. So more webby than
I'm not really a big fan of spiders, y'all. But y'all tell me. I don't want to leave people hanging in fights and stuff. It's just we don't have all our people down here, so I think we should be careful.
Oh, you know what? And we'll do a little backtracking. After taking out the fiendish gorillas, you guys found lots of little trinkets. So you got a lot of very nice things worth various amounts of gold. And then you found a shriveled, I guess safety tools like warning. There is the remains of a shriveled sea elf with a potion of water breathing that you found out it was on his person in a very not nice place.
In his prison wallet?
No, not his prison wallet. It was in his it was in his mouth, stuffed in his mouth. Kind of like a crude, like
a binky?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Like the back of a Volkswagen. I don't. The guy, that's Ben Affleck, right? Is that character?
Yeah.
No.
So, in the interest of saving time, we were just going to go up and down this river, getting hotter. See if it gets hotter or colder as we keep going.
Yeah, if it gets colder after we leave this intersection, then we know that we need to go back to it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I think
smart.
that's a good plan.
Okay. It does, and after you leave, it does get a little warmer, and then you come across another. And
as a Kevin Smith aficionado, I have to say that no, Ben Affleck never said those words. People said those words to Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that's the things that he said.
They said about Ben Affleck's
Yes.
character, but
Ben Affleck would say in a very uncomfortable place, and they would say, "What? Like the back of a Volkswagen?"
Mm-hmm.
So how's it feeling when we get to this intersection?
This intersection, it's definitely warmer than the previous section.
Ooh. So then
Is it looking dwarfy over there?
Uh,
That's what Beth will look for. Is
you
dwarfy.
know, not much. It's more natural cave, more natural cave like. But yes, as you go further, it does get a little. Hold on, let me. A little bit warmer. Hold on, let me. Okay. And you know, there is more slight heat. Yeah. And you know, go ahead, give me a group stealth check.
Pretty average.
I am trained in this.
Of course, of course, you guys are. I mean, all right. And as the guys moving, you know, Priscilla, it's definitely it's getting warmer.
There's another land.
Yeah, there's another piece of land. You know, this one. Let's see. This one does look a little more worked still. Maybe not as unsure if it's really like dwarven, but it does look like, you know, further and you looked at it, it's like proper, like it's carved out. And let's see. And you actually also see some looks like some rafts that are kind of lashed together with thick spider webs. Yep, kind of where you're at right now. So it does get a little it does start to get a lot warmer.
Guess we go on this way.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Something
looks
tells
like
me this thing's just getting warmer no matter where we go.
that looks like some straighter walls.
Yes.
But if we go past it and it gets colder, no, we can back.
It's still getting a little warmer, Beth, and
Oh, it's still getting warmer? Okay,
yeah, a little bit
keep
warmer.
going.
Yeah, a little bit warmer. Okay, at this point, it's an interesting sight. You are this. It opens up to this 20-foot high cave. You see a black gondola. Its hull carved with leering eyes. It's mooring at the river's edge. It's ferried by a black-robed creature. However, it does feel much warmer, a little bit warmer in this area, and but the kind of individual creature like doesn't really move, doesn't really interact with your guys' presence. But you do see like an ornate, you can kind of see at the far corner like an ornate door over here.
Like a dwarven door ornate.
You know, it does look very. There's some dwarven architecture here.
I think we're in the right place.
As I look to the boatman, does he seem like he might be a servant of the Raven Queen? You know, one who delivers dead to their final resting place.
Give me a religion check.
With guidance of, you know, the matron, of course.
Of course. You feel like, you know, this reminds you of creatures. It looks like some kind of ferryman, like unsure if it's actually like her Raven Queen, but its demeanor, like, it doesn't interact with you guys. It's sort of just, right now you guys haven't interacted with it yet, but it hasn't like turned, you know, to your notice or anything. It's just kind of at this point just kind of leaving you you all alone. So it is probably some kind of ferryman.
If it's leaving us alone, I'm leaving him alone.
Yeah, pretty much. It's not doing anything to you. It's not interacting with you guys coming in. So it just sort of just kind of waiting there. But actually, at this point, since you arrived at a very obvious ancient dwarven structure, I am going to put a quick pause on this because I gotta put some kids to bed. So I'll be right back.